Had to unmute the mic there. Welcome back to our coverage of the NECC. Week 2 of the League of Legends season is upon us, and we just get out of a very exciting game. I mean, chat, you guys are absolutely killing it, almost as much as the Champlain Beavers were killing it against the CMU Eagles. CMU drops to 0-2. Champlain moving up to that coveted 1-0, an undefeated record, which Upper Iowa, the Peacocks, will look to achieve tonight with a win over the Hood Blazers by moving to 2-0. Last week was a tough week for the Blazers. We saw them just really get dismantled, I guess the word, by Newberry. But I left that cast with something. I think I said it at the end. I think I said it a few times. There's so much good film to watch, to consume when you lose in that manner. When you do almost nothing right, which sounds bad, right? But when you have a game where almost nothing goes right, it means that there's so much film on what you've done wrong that you can improve on. So the Blazers had a whole lot of time. Like, they had a week, just them, their film from last game, and now we're going to see what they did with it. The players are currently drafting in Pro Draft. We will pick them up when they're actually in lobby drafting here. But very excited here to see what they'll bring to the table. This is the first time that we've seen Upper Iowa on the big screen. First time they've hit a feature streamed match. Excited to see what they'll bring to the table. They got the win last week against Randolph Malcolm. So like we said, 1-0. They are pursuing that coveted, undefeated 2-0 here in week number 2. Exciting week so far. We're hoping it continues. We have yet to see a series go the distance here in our feature matches, in our streamed matches of the week. We've had sweep. 3 straight now going back to last week. Started off with 1 today. Is this the game? I don't know. No, obviously, we don't know yet, but I've got a feeling tonight might be the night that we go the distance. Just something. Right underneath my indigestion, yeah, right to the left of my GERD, there's something. There's something in my stomach telling me this might be the night that we go to 3. It might just be indigestion after all. I'll drink some water and find out. But in for a good one, nonetheless. Excited to see, like we said, my eyes on Blaze. The Blazers, excuse me, not Blaze. My eyes are on the Blazers, see what Hood Esports can bring to the table after that disappointing week 1 showing. There's a lot of things they can improve on. I think we're going to be able to tell where they put their time in, what they put it on. Very excited to see the turnaround from week 1 to week 2, something that we talked about last match, just within games, game 1 to game 2. We saw the Eagles hold a tough loss in game number 1. We said, how are they going to bounce back? That's very indicative of your mental fortitude. I mean, just your mental game in totality, which is so massive in League of Legends, can't be understated. Where they need to bounce back, and we saw some bounce back, right? Kata in the top lane played much better in game 2 versus game 1 of last match, but it wasn't enough. The rest of the Eagles didn't rally. We will see if Hood can do that going from last week to this week. If you're just joining us, we are in our second match of the day. The Hood Blazers up against the Upper Iowa Peacocks. If you missed our first match of the day, shame on you. Come on, set your alarm. You know what time League of Legends action happens on Thursday nights in the NECC. Come on. If you missed that first match, CMU, the Eagles, did get swept by the Champlain Beavers. Champlain in their first showing in the NECC after getting a bye last week looked exceedingly strong. Near no fault. I mean, the last game across the board, they were absolutely firing on every single last one of their cylinders. We'll see if they're able to carry that in momentum. Of course, next week we will have 2 more stream matches. We know what they are. I don't have the list in front of me. I'm sure that's information that can be found out if you do enough digging. Regardless, this will be the last match tonight. As I said, once they are out of the pro draft, we will get in here with the Champ Select. Very, very excited to see match number 2 of the night. Once again, the NEC is and partnered, not sponsored by, is partnered with Helix Esports in addition to, I don't want to butcher it. It's something TV, ESTV, ESTV. We got it right. Esports television, which aims to provide around the clock 24-hour esports content, including what you're watching right now. So very exciting to have them partnered with us here at the NECC, and just in general, very exciting time for esports. So much growth in the industry, so much opportunity. It's a very exciting time to get your foot in the door of esports as someone who wants to watch it, as someone who wants to be a part of it. In every facet, it's growing, it's getting bigger, it's getting more exciting. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. We're talking about some collegiate League of Legends, so a very exciting time to be in the field, to admire the field, to be a fan. So much going on. I mean, as we said at the top of last hour, this is Christmas. If you like League of Legends, it's Christmas time. If you like League, World Championship starts tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So what do we got? 8 hours? Yeah, something like that. 8 hours, good at 4 a.m., but we are now into our picks and bans, so we're going to send you over to that screen. But very exciting things happening in the world of esports. We're going to start off with Slink banning that Galio out. Last week, as we said, there's a lot to improve on, but I look to the jungle. I'm looking at the jungle for these Blazers first and foremost to see if they can get some dynamic play from what's probably the most dynamic position, just considering they have the whole map at their disposal. Second ban coming through will be the Vi, followed by the Ornn. Pantheon taken off the table as well. A lot of beef gone. Some vegetarians in this match because, woo, another bruiser. Taking out a lot of beef gone, and there it is. 6 straight champs that bring a little bit extra to the front line. A few junglers, a few top laners, so be interesting. I'm not quite sure what this is indicative of, but I'm very intrigued. One of the notable names left unbanned, though, is the set, so smart play, picking that up. We like that from Slink to kick things off. Shen, another one not taken off the board. I like that as a response, especially if it's matching up with the set. I like that matchup a lot in the top lane. Shen has a lot of defensive tools. We are going to have a crash there or a lever. Something wrong in the picks and bans. So, quick bug. The player couldn't see the champion profiles. Going to leave the lobby, going to rejoin. We'll have it all sorted out in just 1 second here. Things like these happen. Wouldn't worry too much about it. Often just a quick little restart, get back in the lobby, get right back into it. But from what we've seen, we saw Shen, we saw the set. Set's obviously very strong still, despite the nerfing, right? Did everything they could. Still relevant in the metagame. Shen, I like that as a matchup if the Shen does end up going top. Set really wants to get on top of you, really wants to engage, and Shen welcomes that, right? Shen's going to pop the Q, pop the W, and say, all right, cool. You can't auto attack me. Use your abilities. I'm just going to use my E. I'm going to escape. It's all going to be fine. More importantly, Shen's impact is not had in the top lane. Shen's impact is had across the map, right? You use that ultimate, get somewhere, join a fight. All of a sudden, you turn a 3v3, a 2v2, one going across the map into a number advantage. And that's some power that only comes with a few champions, but Stand United is one of the most powerful abilities in the game. Not just the numbers advantage, but also the shield. There's a whole lot that goes into it. We'll see if they're able to use that Shen to full effectiveness, really pop around the map with the teleports. We do have players rejoining the lobby. But yeah, just stick with us. We appreciate you sticking around in chat, staying patient here with us. Not much we can do to fix the situation, but it will be resolved shortly. Very exciting match. If you're just joining us, we do have the Hood Blazers on the left-hand side. When they come out, they will be the blue team. And on the right-hand side, when they come out, the Upper Iowa Peacocks will be the red team. Excited to see what both teams will be bringing to the table. We know a set is locked in. We know a Shen is locked in. 2 champions with S. You know what? Maybe they went for it. Maybe every champion picked had an S name. I would like Vegas odds on that. Now, chat, what do we got? What are the odds that every champion selected in this game starts with an S? Huh? And outside of that, let me know once we see some more picks and bans who you think will be getting the W in game number 1 as we are back into the correct screen. We appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Bans will be going just the same as they did. And honestly, a Shen and set pick don't reveal too much to me about the compositions outside of the 2 champions that were picked, right? We will see. Spoiler, they don't all begin with S. Oh. What's the point of watching the movie? If I know how it ends, if I know they don't all begin with S, I mean, that's kind of the whole crux of me watching. Hood Esports in chat. Come on. I need a spoiler warning on that. Same bands coming through. There goes the Warwick. We're going to see a set selected here into a Shen. The real question is, what will Hootie be selecting? The world waits in bated breath, and it will be a Graves. Interesting pick. That tells me that they may be trying something cheeky at ADC. This is sometimes indicative of a Senna, a fasting Senna. You want to get another marksman on the team, really just move around a little bit. You still have rival damage in another part of the map. We do see Ahri and Katarina come out. Ahri did just receive those little tweaks, a little bit of buffs. Excited to see. And I believe we saw Shirito on the Ahri last week. So a familiar pick as Gnar is banned out. Sushi Rice on the Katarina. We'll be very excited to see how much havoc Katarina can reap. We're going to find out as there is the Senna we talked about. I like picking the Graves with the Senna. Still gives you another marksman to really work with out of the jungle. Still gives you some damage to work with. Ashe locked in, and they're hovering this Lux. Ashe Lux is cool. I wish they would went for a Caitlyn Lux. Really just combines so much better. We'll talk about it in a moment as the Lux is locked in. Last pick, Morgana, which I absolutely love on this comp. Wow. All right, a lot to talk about. We are going to kick it off by talking about familiar team, the Hood Blazers. Just get chat up over here. Starting at the top of the order, we got Set coming in the top lane, played by Slink. If I remember correctly, Slink actually played somewhat well last week, making plays, and I like to see the Set coming out on a playmaker, right? There's so much that Set can do, especially if you're adept with the ultimate ability, you know, just slamming people back in the rest of the team. You got to study that geometry, saying, oh, if I flash here, get it right back here. So we'll see what Slink is able to do. I think the keys to the car are in Slink's hands. Slink really has to be the one to make plays happen for this team. So we're going to see what Slink is able to do on the front line, creating opportunity. Next up is Grumps piloting Echo here. I like the pick as well. We're seeing Echo's popularity. I mean, Echo is just super popular, super not popular. There's almost zero in between, in my opinion, for Echo. Just does so much. Really jack of all trades. You know, is super hard to kill when you talk about the ultimate ability. Brings shielding, brings CC, brings burst damage. There's so much in the kit. It's mechanically challenging. We'll see what Grumps is able to do. But that's like A1 and A2 for me. Who needs to make plays? The Set, this Echo, Slink, Grumps, respectively. Moving down the line, we've got Ahri, piloted by Shirito. We saw this Ahri last week played by Shirito, and the takeaway that I remember was the farm. Shirito was not aggressive all in lane, was getting bullied, just absolutely got their lunch money taken repeatedly. Didn't get a high CS score in either game. That needs to be fixed if they really want to contend this game. So I'm looking at Shirito to see whether or not Shirito really studied that game film, what they did in the off time. Did they practice CSing? I think if they did, it's going to be very big, noticeable difference. That's what I'm looking for in the mid lane when it concerns Hood. Moving on down, we got this bot lane of Ashe and Lux. Rainbow Madness and Broncliff. Very excited to see how this one pans out. We saw some phenomenal Ash gameplay last game. I'll drop a clip. It was dropped earlier in chat, but you know what? We'll drop it again. Ash just would not miss last game. We'll see if Rainbow can bring that to the table. Backed up by the Lux. I don't love this bot lane combo specifically. Like I said, if that Ash was a Caitlyn, I think I'd be much happier. But there's a lot of damage that can be done, a lot of utility that can be provided from this Lux. Talk about shielding, talk about the CC. So I think that this is a lane that can probably win you the game if the rest of the team does their job. So much damage is to come out of this bot lane if they play it right. On the other side, we've got Shen up in the top lane, played by the great Vern. Shen, we already talked about, not looking to see how they do in lane. What do they do with the ultimate ability? How do you utilize Stand United? Is your team setting up plays for you specifically? That's the mark of a great team that knows how to use Shen. Graves, we said, we expected coming in. There is a Senna in the lobby, right, on your team. So you want to be able to supplement that Senna, who traditionally has lower damage output, doesn't attack very quickly, with another marksman. You go Kindred, you go Graves. I like the Graves pick. Adds mobility, so much damage. The ganks feel really, really good at times. I like it. Katarina is super boom bust, in my opinion. If you're doing damage and blowing up squishies, great job. You're helping your team win. I mean, you are Lux and Ash's, and Ari's, to be perfectly honest, worst nightmare if you get fed. If Katarina doesn't get off the ground, doesn't start getting some of those items, it's not going to look too good. You don't want to be dragging any dead weight, so you gotta keep your fingers crossed if you are playing this Katarina, if you are Sushi Rice, that you can get it done. We're going to the bot lane. Senna, Morgana. First of all, cover Morgana. One of my favorite Morgana skins. Second of all, I love the Morgana pick. I could have gone with or without the Senna pick. Morgana's so good in this matchup. Think about Black Shield. Blanks a Lux CC. Blanks Ash CC. Blanks Ari Charm. Blanks Echo CC. Blank Set CC. All 5 members on the enemy team have valid targets for this spell shield. That is going to be very key to me. Senna impact is also going to be key. Senna farms slowly, right? If Senna gets behind, it gets very, very ugly. Lux and Ash, I think, are going to be able to push the Senna off wave. What can Nacho Problem do to manage the wave in such a way that they're relevant, that they're getting CS, they're getting that gold, and they're staying in the game? Those are all the things that immediately come to my mind when we've got this matchup. If you're just joining up, this is match number 2 of the night. The Hood Blazers going up against the Upper Iowa Peacocks. The Peacocks are 1-0. The Blazers are 0-1. Blazers on the blue side, Peacocks on the red side. Very exciting as Peacocks try to get out to a nice 2-0 lead in the season. But the Blazers have other ideas. They are trying to crawl back in, trying to make a new first impression. They definitely want to forget about last week and move on. We'll see if they're able to do so. Still just loading into game here. Thank you for your patience. Sure, we'll be in momentarily. Thank you, everyone, for coming out in chat. If you are out there in chat, drop some predictions in chat. Who you got winning here in game number 1? I finally loaded the game. Of course, we're always going to pause at 5 seconds for just a moment so the director and I can get on the same page, spectator client-wise. But other than that, we are looking good to go. I am paused at 5. And we're going to start off in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to game number 1, match number 2 of the night. You are watching the NECC. Looking like a good one is brewing. As we said, the red team coming out is the Upper Iowa Peacocks on the blue side. As we have a quick pause, I'm going to pause here at 30 seconds so our producer can catch up with us. And I'll just wait on the word there. As I said, Peacocks on the red team, Hood Blazers coming up on the blue side. We're both at 30. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're going. 5 in here in the bush. Broncliff got to be very careful about that. Nothing going to come of that. Interesting, sending everyone down right away. When you do have the Morgana, though, that Dark Binding, oh so strong. They're going to set up a little bit of vision to start the game. They're going to back off. I like the play. Get a little bit of knowledge. Get back. Heal up. All that good stuff. Send the Great Vern up top lane where they belong. And we can play some League of Legends.
Minions have spawned.
As it looks like both teams will be leashing on the bot side, working their way bottom to top. I'm expecting a gank-heavy game post-6 for both Grumps and Hootie. Like to see how they interact here. And this indeed is not a fasting Senna like we thought in Champs, like, which was confirmed once we saw the Morgana that was selected. And they actually nerfed ADC Senna on the current patch, dropping, I think, half the souls that were being dropped before when Senna is indeed the champion to kill the minion. So that is a note if you feel like the Senna isn't scaling up as fast as they should be. Slight nerf, just mostly targeted at Worlds play. So there's a lot of issues with the Senna at ADC, but when it works, it is potent. So we'll see if it's able to be pulled off here by Upper Iowa. As we said, of course, they're trying to move on to 2-0 tonight with another win. And oh my gosh, Grubs level 1 action has to flash out. Tick, tick. No boom on the Ignite, but whoo! What an invade there. Hootie taking lunch money at level 2. Wow. Nearly gets the kill. It's going to pay off regardless. You steal some gold. You get the smite. I love the aggression. Hootie is seeing red right now. We're going to cut back to the bot lane, and Hootie just continue. If you check the map there, taking the jungle. Might look mid here. The Ahri is pushed up, so probably not a possibility. Sushi is playing that matchup aggressively, which, as we said, it's boomer bust. That Katarina's got to get some items to be relevant, in my opinion. So, playing aggressive, not the worst option. You can really start getting in. You really start snowballing if you can get an early kill or even just get a CS lead, which they do have right now. It's 4 CS. A lot of CS, actually. 17 CS right now at 3 minutes and some change. Sushi Rice playing that mid lane matchup well. Gonna push Sharito under tower. Is gonna lose some farm to that tower. Botlane's being pushed in. Oh, good dark binding. Damage coming through. Drops the W. Does get the root. Not a problem. Rockcliffe goes very low there. Ooh, Sushi Rice going to find Grumps. Wow, first blood. Sushi Rice getting it done. That's the start of a snowball if I've ever seen one. And if you're Grumps, you just got to shrug and say, why is everybody in my jungle? Comes home to a whole party just happening in their house. Stuns coming through. Slink doing damage to the Great Vern. Has to back off a little bit. Sushi Rice putting in damage on the Sharito. Back into the top lane. Haymaker coming through. A little bit of damage, but not going to be enough to finish off the Shen. Sharito going low. Great Vern trying to find an angle to get on here, but Slink absolutely manhandling right now. Grumps going in. Hootie dashing out of there. Grumps can still not catch a break. The enemy jungler in their backyard just eating their fruit. Taking what they want. Tough start for the Blazers right now, but it's still so early on anybody's game. And like I said, especially with this Senna at ADC, it feels like you can scale really well against this composition and really get something done in the medium to late game. We'll see if that comes through. Slink trying to find something here. Gonna get minion blocked. Ooh, goes through. Great Vern does pop the W. Cannot get autoed. Still takes a decent amount of damage there from the Facebreaker. Going in. Sushi Rice, just so much damage. So explosive. Both these midlaners very close to level 6. A Sharito, tick, boom! Sushi Rice gonna pick that up, one up with the Ignite. Such a quick gank. Hootie in and out instantly. Almost missing. Now, if you blink, would have missed that one. Hootie going in. Grump still just level 3. Struggling mightily right now. And the Blazers' lone light spot is the top lane. Set playing very well. Slink getting it done against the Great Vern. Continuing to push in. Takes a tower shot there, but have to feel happy being up 2 CS. Might see a gank here. Sushi Rice. Grub's only level 3. Lambs to the slaughter. Needs one more auto. Sushi Rice gets it done. CC coming through. There's a W. Broglin. Oh, don't run into Sushi Rice. Oh. Not gonna hop to the knife. The flash. Sushi Rice. Oh my goodness. Unstoppable. Going to finally die to the tower shot. Shutdown gold being given over to the Ash, which is absolutely massive. If you think about it, giving it to the ADC, Sushi Rice biting off a little more than they can chew, but going in, and a phenomenal outplay with the flash right there. Good stuff coming through from the Peacocks, but they do hand a chunk of change over to the Ash. What can Rainbow Madness do with it is the only question. Hootie getting chunked in the mid lane. Great burn, drops the W. They're pushing in. They're going to scoop a plate in the bot side. Not your problem. Getting a decent amount of gold here, but here comes Echo. Grubs, you're only level 3. Hopping back into the middle of action. One more, the flash, and there it is. Scoops it up. Great burn. Oh, Slink. Face breaker. Ease out of there. Slink takes a tower shot. Still pushing in the waves. Grubs, level 3, going in. Sending a newborn off to war. I don't know what they're thinking. 5-1 kill deficit right now. The Blazers look like they need some help, and Sushi Rice 4-1-0 ulti tick tick boom once again. Wow. Sushi Rice doing what they want, when they want, how they want to do it, and who they want to do it to. More importantly, extending that KDA to 5-1-0. Not your problem. Backing off. The Peacocks looking like they're ready to take flight here early in this one. Up 5 kills. They're up about 3K gold. They're doing it in every lane but the top lane just about. Hootie eyeing up this dragon here. Is going to pop a ward over the back of the pit, but will, just going to pop over the back of the pit with the E. They will get spotted out. This is a strong 2v2 with the Graves and Katarina. Oh, no. You don't want to respond to your jungle. At some point, you just have to give it up. Let Hootie and Sushi Rice do what they want in the jungle. They've now got their eyes on the dragon. Only the first dragon, Ocean Drag, will be the topic of discussion here. Grumps looking for a gank top lane, but they did just see Grumps top, so there's no reason to not go for this drag solo. Right, Hootie can handle it at level 6. Does have smite up, does have second tier jungle item in addition to some other goodies in inventory. No reason to not do it. Sushi Rice, oh my gosh, look at the microplay. Sidesteps that one. Gets a knife in. Slink and clear ward. Dragon is picked up their first dragon of the game, first neutral objective that will be claimed by the Peacock. Sushi Rice going under tower. Nowhere is safe. Oh my gosh. Sushi Rice again. 6-1 and oh, this Katarina's a problem. My goodness. Upper Iowa in a very good position. Grump's gonna take out these Raptors. Probably signing Breath of Lee's hand. Oh man, I finally get to farm up my jungle with an asterisk next to jungle because I didn't get the red buff in that clear. Stolen earlier. Vern trying to hold on to the top lane. Slink, as we said, the lone light spot for the Blazers right now, and playing a very dynamic champion, something that can carry. So we'll see what Slink's able to do in the late game, but it's looking tough. Trailing 3.5K gold, not your problem. Gonna get chunked here. Rainbow Madness, there's the ulti. Both ultis, little combination going on. CC's gonna miss. That one will connect, and they'll get out barely. Not your problem. Sneaks out with a little bit of life remaining. Burn is going to eat a haymaker there. Great play, great layering of the ultis there. Rainbow Madness and Broncliff just couldn't quite find the damage to finish the kill off on Not Your Problem, but they did force out. They actually didn't force out any summoner spells, so good on them. Oh, Sushi Rice going in. Sharito, not a fight you want to pick. The dot damage gonna fall just short. but gonna have to back. That's gonna leave mid lane open. Oh, Grumps coming in here. Booty responding. There's the Senna ulti. Great burn. Showing up to the party late, but not empty-handed. Booty trying to fight Slink. Slink doesn't know the strength of the enemy team. It's the first contact outside of their own laner. Tower dive. Ticking. The dot damage. Sushi Rice. One more auto's gonna do it. Put some 6 feet deep. Rainbow Madness. Getting half out there, not so problem. Looking for a W here, most likely, or a Q auto combo. Harvest another soul. Just gonna drop that Q on the tower with the auto. They continue to push in this bot lane tower. 7-1-0 for Sushi Rice. Looking like an eraser out here. Just absolutely getting rid of anybody on the map. No one can even step up to the Katarina right now. Slink, as we said, still got to be the lone bright spot here, right? Keeping up and farm with the lane opponent. Down a kill, 0-1-0. Doesn't have any real full items, does have the Phage, does have the Kindle Gem, but once again, we see the Blazers put themselves in a position where they have to climb uphill. Sushi Rice, what's new? Picks up another kill. Going to be able to roam bot here freely instead of pushing in the tower. Out for some more blood. Not your problem. Gonna miss that W, but here comes Katarina. Here it comes. Sushi Rice on the prowl. The collapse. We might see a tower dive here. Sushi Rice is looking for it. Very, very thirsty for this kill. Trying to get it. I mean, may just will do so. If you're the Blazers, you'd be very careful on your positioning here. Looks like Katarina thinks about backing. Sushi Rice still smells blood in the water. Goes down. Ulti coming through. Ash will land that Rainbow Mana. Stops back in. Sushi Rice does get rooted, but they haven't found the damage. Sushi Rice going to stay alive. Not healthy, but still there. Booty picks up a kill in the back end. Lux all alone under tower, and it won't be enough to save Broncliffe. 13 kills to 1. I said the Peacocks were getting ready to fly. Well, it's evident that they are soaring right now. Wow. The gold lead. They're up in neutral objectives. They are up in kills. They are just flexing all across the board. The only thing they have yet to do is to fell a tower, but I'm sure that's next on the to-do list. Shirito here just trying to push in mid lane. It's all you really can do, but you can't walk up to this Katarina at all. This is going to be a kill. Hootie collapsing up. Oh, good flash by Shirito. Going to save their life for the time being. But I don't think you would stick around. You may even just have to back. And it feels so bad. With Sushi Rice can kill you at a moment's notice. At the drop of a hat, just like that. Sushi Rice continues to dominate. 10 kills. Look at the eraser go to work. Oh my goodness. Sushi Rice just going to start bashing in this tower. Second dragon on the table. Hootie, oh my gosh, just hopping in. FBI, open up the front door. Oh, but Hootie may have been off a little more than they can chew. Will not be the case. Katarina collapsing down. They can't find the kill onto Hootie. Sushi Rice picks up yet another kill. 11-1-2. A bag of 700 gold sitting atop their head. And I may not be surprised if it ends the game where it is right now. Dragon is going to be two-man there. Luna and Nacho problem. Sushi Rice trying to take care of the tower. Gonna take some damage, popping in. Won't find any damage onto Shirito. But you gotta imagine has a lot of gold in inventory right now. Great Vern going up against Slink. Turns it around, trying to flip the script in the top lane. The Great Vern. Slink gotta run. These two have just been going at it, but obviously neither has a ton of damage. Two tanks, slugging it out. Little old school top laner. Sushi Rice going in. Another one added to the list. Another grave dug. Another mark erased. I'm telling you, the eraser might just stick. As another root will land here on the bot lane. Broncliffe will go down. Another soul harvested for Nacho problem. Gonna take some Ash arrows to the back there. The Great Vern holding their own in the top lane right now. Grumps going to clear a little bit of vision while Sushi Rice is just going to take a tower. 15 minutes right now. Tier 2 tower in mid lane will fall at 15-18. Bot being pushed in as well. The problem is you have to send 3 or 4 to try to kill Sushi Rice. A 12, 1 and 2 fully Magi stack Hex Tech Gunblade toting Eraser is nothing you can deal with without at least 4 members of your team, I gotta think. But there's the start, they're sending everything through. There's the ulti coming down from the bot lane. It might not even matter. Oh my goodness, Sushi Rice, the Eraser, look at them go. Oh my gosh, there's the triple, there's the quadra. Oh, Sushi Rice, you are insane. The quadra in the mid lane. Sushi Rice, open up a new graveyard. This one's full. Too many of them put 6 feet deep. Another to the list. Is this a penta? Oh, it's too far gone. Legendary. Oh, you gotta send more, but you can't. Sushi Rice deals with all 4 and the echo to boot right after. 24 kills to 1. Gold lead. Blossoming. Sushi Rice looking for more. Not hungry. Goes back for seconds. Goes back for thirds. Looking for fourths now. The plate's not full yet. A triple. Oh my gosh. At absolute will. Sushi Rice, the Eraser. 21 and 3 right now. Herald is dropped. Hootie gonna start clearing some waves. Wow. What a game by the Peacocks. Hood is gonna have a little bit more film to look at for next week. But once again, they will have some good things to look at and to improve. And I think you gotta talk to Sharito in the mid lane and say, you gotta be more aggressive. You gotta put the mid laners off their game. Hootie going in here. Rainbow Madness will go down, but does hit the ulti in return. It's not gonna matter. There's no follow-up here. Even if there was, you're about to run into a buzzsaw. Sushi Rice running it right down Main Street. Coming in. Mach 5. Here I come. Oh! The Eraser picking up 3 more like it's absolutely nothing. There's nothing you can do right now. Slink gets hit. They're not going to find the kill on the Slink for the moment being, but it doesn't really matter. How many more kills do you really want? You're up 30 right now. Starting to breach the towers here. Rainbow Madness. Good dodging ability there. Hootie going to take a little bit of damage on the crack bat. They might actually find a kill into Hootie here. Oh, Stand United coming through. Clutch play there. Using the shielding of that, not just the mobility. You gotta remember, there is a shield component as well. Sushi Rice, 1v5, thinks about going in. Oh, here it is! Sushi Rice, the whole thing is huge! Oh, Showstopper is not gonna get the penta! Oh, just for a moment, Sushi Rice nearly 1v5, gets the double. Senna scoops up a double on the back end. They are marching it right down Main Street. Nexus Towers are next on the menu. A 25 kill game for Sushi Rice. I don't know if we keep stats like that, but that might be the most kills in a game in NECC history in this inaugural season. Trying to finish it off, and they're trying to add to the total potentially. Sushi Rice, not spawned yet, so they don't have an insane amount of damage, but they're up a lot. That Ashe ulti is going to hit in the back line. Hootie going to go down here. Shutdown gold is transferred, and they may actually mess around and not finish the game here. Not no problem. One more auto. Oh, shutdown. The game is not over. They save themselves, at least for the moment being. But if you take a look up at the bottom right part of the map, here comes Sushi Rice to finish the game. Running. No reason to go slow. Gets the black shield. Oh, trying to find that first kill onto the Ahri. Pops back in. There's the ulti. Triple kill. Oh, this could be the penta. There's the quadra. Looks like Sushi Rice just got to finish off Grub's there. 1, 2 more autos. Quadra. The Ashe is the only one remaining. Ashe trying to kill the Great Bird. Sushi Rice. 30 kills in a game. Gets the penta. Gets the win. Oh my goodness. This is Sushi Rice's world, and we're all just living in it. Wow. What an absolutely insane pop-off of mammoth proportions. Whew. Sushi Rice goes 32-6. Wow. As I said, I don't think that we keep stats that deep, but this has to be one of the most memorable, notable games in the young history of the NECC 2 weeks deep in the inaugural season. But we're not going to forget about this game anytime soon. Sushi Rice. Whew. I'm speechless. As a guy that likes to talk a lot, I'm speechless. Absolutely insane game. We'll see how Hood can rebound. That's a demoralizer, and there's nothing you can say except Sushi Rice was just better than everyone else in that game. You lost other lanes too. You had top for a while, but there's a point where you say, yep, Sushi Rice was just it that game. That was it. Absolutely insane game from Sushi Rice. Game 1 in the books. Waiting on game number 2 here. Players just got to get into the lobby. Sushi Rice absolutely going off in that game. As we said, 30 kill game, 1 quadra, 1 penta. Disrespectful performance. From minute 1 on, that Katarina was feared across the map. Nothing that could be done about it. So we're just waiting for the players to rejoin here, and then they'll have to draft, and we are back into game number 2 in this best 2 out of 3 series. The Blazers drawing 2 tough opponents to start off the year. There's not much you can do against a historically great performance that we just saw. 32-6. That's absolutely nuts. As I said, that could stand in the NECC, if this goes on years out even, as one of the greatest individual performances that we ever see for a long, long time. Sushi Rice, you are insane. Insane. Oh my goodness. As we're just waiting on 2 more players here to get in. One player was having an issue. They're going to restart the game quick, minute or 2. As the Peacocks are trying to move on to 2-0, not just here in this series to complete the sweep, but also in totality, moving up to 2-0 will put them, or sweeping the series, will put them at 2-0, undefeated to start the year. About as good as a first impression as you can make, and you can see why they took care of business last week, looking like a very strong, well-rounded team from top to bottom. The only role where it felt like there maybe could lose, there was a chance, was top. Great Vern held up their end of the deal, though. The Great Vern got it done enough in the top lane. I mean, we talk about the advantage of Shen, right? Your impact isn't felt in the top lane. That's not why you pick Shen. It's felt later on. And the Stadium Knight is coming through. We're good. Moving on to the jungle. The Graves games were phenomenal. The ganks from Graves were phenomenal. They happened so quick, I didn't even catch them sometimes until it was already over. I was like, oh, they're dead. The objective control was so good. I believe they were on Soul Point. I don't think they got Soul because they finished so quickly. Got a Rift Herald there. Teams deciding if they want blue or red side real quick. And then we will be getting into the draft. If they decide a pro draft will be 2 minutes longer. But yeah, very, very excited. Chat, let me know what you think for game number 2. Are we going to see a comeback of titanic proportions from these Blazers? Do they have some fight in them? Or Will it be more of the same with the Peacocks taking it home? Let me know in chat what you think. I will say, it's tough to bet against a player who puts up a 30 kill game. Very tough. It's very tough. But we'll see. We've been talking the whole time all along about how it's not about how hard you can play. It's about how hard you can play, or how, it's not about how hard, oh goodness, the Rocky quote. Everyone knows the Rocky quote. You guys got it. I just can't even think straight after that insane game. It looks like they will be having a pro draft. So we are going to stick with you here. We can go position by position for both teams, talking with Slink for Hood College. And Slink, to me, we said it a few times throughout the game, really the lone bright spot. Let me pull up chat just in case. The lone bright spot for the team throughout, really held their own with the Great Vern. I liked the set play, was keeping up in CS. Did enough. Like I said, Slink, in my opinion, has the keys. I had the keys last game to really drive this team around, to get them started, get them going, put them in position. It's tough to do that when the rest of the car is broken. Shrito there in the mid lane. This just needs to be more aggressive. Shrito, if you're out there, if you're VOD reviewing and you're listening to me right now, A, good on you for VOD reviewing. Like, I see you. I don't actually see you, but I see you. B, try to be a little more aggressive with the farm. At a minimum, you got to try to secure that farm. You got to try to be relevant even in the mid game, because the farm gaps have just been so big in the mid lane, particularly in both of the Blazers' first two games. You have to find a solution to that. You got to find some way to patch that Band-Aid up, or patch that cut up with a Band-Aid, and really just get something out of your mid lane. Because right now, the opponent mid laner, just went for 32 and 6. You got to find something to do there, and I think you'll see a little more ganking mid lane this game. Grumps in the jungle, got to take some smarter engagements this game, right? 2 times at level 3, Grumps just ran in. I was like, you can't do that. You got to understand when you're under-leveled, when you can and cannot pick a fight. And being level 3 going up against level 5s at that point, I believe, it's not a fight you can afford to pick, especially when your team's already down. You got to start playing some smart League of Legends at some point. Rainbow Madness and Broncliff in the bot lane, I was happy with their laning phase. I thought they played well. I thought they played together well, right? We saw that play. They didn't end up getting the kill onto Nacho Problem or Luna, but they comboed well. The ulties, ooh, smack the mic. I'm sure that was fantastic in your ears. They comboed well. They layered their ultimate abilities. They generated opportunity kills. Sometimes all you can ask for, an opportunity, right? If Luna misses that skill shot, that Dark Binding, skill. It's just that easy. Keep running it back there with that mentality. Just try to create some opportunities for yourself to win lane, to win game. It's all about generating those opportunities. Moving on to the Peacocks. A lot of great things to talk about. We went over things briefly, but we'll go a little more in depth. The Great Vern, as we said it 5 or 6 times. Shen, your value's not in the top lane. Your value's in Stand United. We saw that. Didn't do super well in laning phase. I'd like to see a little bit more aggression potentially. Tough matchup last game. We'll see what's different. Champion selection, if anything's different in the top lane. My bet is, my gut feel is that bans will look very, very different this game. We saw 0 mid laners banned last game. 0 ADC, 0 supports. in the initial round of 6 bans. Katarina will be gone and pick some bans. It should be gone. But that Shen is going to be there again. More top laners will be there. So I'm interested to see what the Great Vern can bring to the table here in game number 2. Hootie played phenomenally well. Just the vision that Hootie displayed in that game is pretty next level. Recognizing when ganks are available and just the timing, weaving in ganks with your clear, never lost momentum. That level 2 invade. Hootie, I got to take a shower after that. That was dirty. That was downright nasty. We'd like to see that play continue, the aggression. Sushi rice. The eraser. Crowned the eraser for that game. That's all I have. Sushi Rice. No, we have more. The impressive part about dominance, big games in league, is that a large part of being good at league is knowing how strong you are exactly and when you can pick fights. Sushi knew that. And sometimes it looked like Sushi won on fights they couldn't pick, and it didn't matter. It didn't even matter. Sushi just playing out of their mind last game. They knew how strong they were, and the power just wasn't comparable. They knew if they could run it like a ragdoll, it didn't matter. Once they hit the 10 kill mark, they could just do it. And then they hit the 20 kill mark. And then they hit the 30 kill mark, and it just spiraled out of control further and further and further. Nacho Problem and Luna played well. And I'm going to take back what I said about the Senna pick for one reason alone. I still wish it would have been fasting, Senna. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that ulti kept Sushi Rice alive multiple times and we're now into picks and bans was so massive. They played to their strengths, and their strength was Sushi Rice. With that Senna, went well. Katarina off the board from jump. Very, very smart. They banned Galio last game with their first pick. I wonder if that's something they're still scared of. That will go to... I wouldn't be surprised to see another mid laner go, if I'm honest. And to be coming out on the other side here, are you changing much if you're the Peacocks? Upper Iowa, this is their same man from last game. They would go with a Warwick here if they were going to stick with the same three. And there is the Warwick. Not much changing from the side of the Peacocks, and why would you change much? There's no need when you won to that degree. Set coming out from the Great Vern this time. Switching up a little bit. Slink will scoop up the Urgot, which we also saw last week, and I was impressed with Slink's Urgot play. We'll see if that comes through again. Shirito running it back with the Ari. We know what has to be done. More aggression, more farm. Grumps, this is a near salty run back. Urgot's here. Sushi Rice can't be on Katarina. Can still be on Assassins, though. Sushi Rice picking another Assassin that can dive towers, I mean, really easier than Katarina with the smoke after rework to Kali. Shen off the board. There goes Kaisa. I'm just excited to see what Sushi Rice can do. I'm absolutely jazzed. As Renekton goes off the board. 2 more picks to go. There's the Senna. Once again, not my favorite choice, but it worked last game. They got it done with the ulti. We'll see what happens again. I would love to see them move that to a fasting Senna. I really just think the numbers game, the stats, items in League of Legends right now, it really favors towards a fasting Senna. But you can't argue with results. Morgana. So this is a salty run back. We've changed 1, 2, 3 characters. Akali, or 4, 2 in each team. Akali set, Urgot Misfortune. Otherwise, this is a salty run back. We love to see it. Sushi Rice put on such a big performance last game. We'll see if they can repeat. We're going to have a quick 2-minute break here. Not break, buffer for competitive integrity. I'm going to go over each composition quick. We're going to start with Hood College in the top lane. Urgot. Slink's Urgot is very good. I was impressed with it last week. Eyes on Slink. They hold the key. They hold the key to winning. If they can come back, I fully believe it's because Slink can get some momentum going, can find some pits, can find some way to get a numbers advantage in team fights. Shirito. Gotta farm, gotta be aggressive. Going up against Sushi Rice. Has the toughest assignment of the night. Would not want to be where Shirito is right now. With my right hand on the mouse, my left hand on the keyboard. It's a tough assignment. Going up against a player's dynamics, explosive as Sushi Rice. Next up will be the Echo, played by Grumps. Once again, I think that Grumps' mechanics were fine on the Echo. It's up here. Grumps has to understand that when you're level 3, when your lunch money's been taken all game, you haven't had the chance to farm for your jungle, you can't engage. You just can't pick fights. I know you're going to want to, and opportunities look good, but the level disadvantage alone, the gold disadvantage, I mean, there was nothing working towards the engages Grumps picked last game except for the positioning. And the positioning was good. You know, I'll give to Grumps like, hey, that looked like a good gank if you knew nothing else about the state of the game. But we do know more, and we do know that they were not good engages. MF, Lux in the bot lane, Rainbow Madness, and Broncliff respectively. Expecting more of the same. This is a lot of damage. With the MF, bullet time coming through, whoo! If these two can survive in the back line of team fights, there is a distinct chance that Hood can come back. I don't think their landing phase is as strong as Lux Ash, just because the poke is much higher. We will see, though. MF does have some range abilities, can drop those coconuts from afar. We'll see what comes through. On the other side, the Great Vern on set. We're going to see what's in the bag for Great Vern. We saw the Shen last game. Very passive. What we expected coming through. It's game time, baby. We're on a playmaker. We do damage. We get shields. We're dynamic. What's the Great Vern going to do? Next up, Hootie. Running back in Graves. Phenomenal last game. I'm expecting nothing less. The Vision. It's like a 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th eye. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Just found ganking angles that were amazing. Executed when they got there. Hootie put on last game. Sushi Rice on Akali, not Katarina. Equally annoying for squishies to deal with. Akali can dive towers even better. You put up that smoke, whoop, untargetable. Sushi Rice must be stopped if you are on the Blazers. Must be stopped. Number 1 priority. You cannot let this Akali get going, or it's night-night. It's game over. We saw what happened last game, and those mechanics transfer from champion to champion. That confidence transfers from champion to champion. That confidence is going to extend out a game. It's going to go grab a midnight snack tonight. Confident as heck. Open that. Yeah, open that fridge door. Yeah. You got to do something to shake the confidence of Sushi Rice. You got to do something to get in the head, shut them down on the rift, and up here. And then we move on to the bot lane, which is all the same. We got a Senna down there. We got a Morgana down there. Worked well last game. It's a very passive lane, right? They do have sustain. They do have shielding. They've got 2 forms of CC. So I think it's a pretty versatile 2v2. It's just not explosive. You know, like, both of their ultis aren't like, oh yeah, like it's a guaranteed free kill, right? Morgana's ulti's very hard to hit and really get the most value out of. Senna's ulti, like I said, is probably just being saved for Akali in the mid lane. And Sushira's coming out with the flex. KDA Prestige Edition. Yeah, I think that they can be went in on. So I'm excited to see whether or not Rainbow Madness and Brockliff can really force the issue. If they can force the issue in the bot lane, I think they can find some picks, and I would be calling up Grumps right now, saying, hey, we have opportunities to get kills in the bot lane. We need ganks. We'll let them pressure. We'll let them push. We need ganks early on to snowball. I think there's a lot of potential for this bot lane to win. Rainbow Madness, Broncliff, Slink. Those are who I'm looking to win this game for the Blazers in a big upset. Big come from behind fashion. Grumps and Sharito, they just have to hold their own as I have now loaded the game. 3, 4, 5. Gonna hit that quick pause. Wait for word from my director. We're good. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. We are into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We've got on the blue side coming out the Blazers, hailing from Hood College. On the red side coming through the Upper Iowa Peacocks, who took care of business in game number 1. It looks like they're going to 5-man at level 1 here. They've got CC, 2 forms that they've got damage, right? 2 marksmen. See if they can catch anyone out here.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
They toss it blindly. They're gonna catch it. They're gonna catch Brockliff. Brockliff was AFK, eating a sandwich, doing something. He's got the flash. There's the flash to follow. Who else but the Eraser themselves? Sushi Rice. Starting off the game with a kill. Brockliff asleep at the wheel there. Going to give that one up. Senna trying to look for something here. Nacho Problem playing a little aggressive. Pick up, say, hey, let's get this red buff too. Don't know when we're going to pass around this part of the woods next. Might as well pick up the red buff. But they will all back off smartly. Explosive start for an explosive team from their most explosive player. And look what was bought. Dark Seal. First, starting the game with the Dark Seal. Nuts. Dark Seal is 100 mana, 10 AP, which gets more of each stacks, 25% healing from potions. Can give you a lot of sustain, still holding on to 1 health pot. And yeah, you gain glory stacks with every kill. You lose them with every death. That's only going to build. This snowball has already started. We're not even 2 minutes into the game. Look, Sushi Rice already pushing Shituro off wave. Tough start for Shirito there. And it was out of Shirito's control. You know, Bronco dying there in the bot lane. Grumps Hootie is doing the same thing. Rolling up. Grumps is going to die. Hootie! Once again in Grumps jungle. Nothing can be done about it. The aggression has come right back. The fervor has come right back. Upper Iowa, the Peacocks trying to soar once again in game number 2. Complete the sweep and then move on to 2-0 on the year. Vern moving in. Face breaker. Slink. Flips. Vern still putting in some damage. Gonna take a lot of damage from the wave there. Slink gonna keep going in. Vern goes very, very low. Checking on the bot lane. Nothing too much happening. Sushi Rice continuing to push in this wave on the mid lane. Shirito already being zoned out down a chunk of farm. Already down 13 farm in the mid lane. Slink gets face breakered. Flips. Oh, not quite in tower range. That would have killed the Great Vern probably here. Slink going very low. The flash kick move. What a haymaker. Wow. The Great Vern with such a good play. Oh my goodness. That's one for the vault. Wow, put that on a reel. Great Vern, but teleport right back. Slink down a level. There's the flip. Might get the revenge kill. Haymaker coming through. Great Vern gotta run. Probably not gonna find their way out of this one. Running around, might be able to pull off a so-ass teleport here, but here comes Sushi Rice. The response, Slink trying to find the damage. Haymaker should save. Won't do. Slink does pick up the kill. Sushi Rice, however, will get another one in response, sitting at 2-0-0. And good on right back to the mid lane. Might be able to find a kill here onto Shirito. But we will see Shirito just moving up to farm. Did place a deep ward in river, so should know to back off here. Still just content farming, hits the charm, running away. Ooh, Shirito trying to fight. Sushi Rice going in. Shirito has to burn the flash there. Doesn't play conservatively and pays the price. Sushi Rice pinging it up in chat right there. Up 3 kills, just 4.5 minutes into this game. More importantly, already up 2K gold. Sushi Rice going in. No, Shirito has no flash. Doesn't have the ultimate mobility yet. Sushi Rice backing off. Does get ignited there. So knows that Shirito has less all-in potential now and should just be able to take fights at will in the mid lane. Not so problem continuing to push here. The top lane has been an interesting one so far. The Great Vern looking a lot more dynamic here. As we see the face breaker coming through. Slink backing off with a little bit of damage. Sushi Rice putting in the work in the mid lane, setting up an all-in the future. You know, just chunking away at the health bar. Does dodge the attract there, picking up more and more farms. This is the last CS, but still up 21 farm at less than 5.5 minutes. Absolutely amazing play right here from Shirito. Sorry, not from Shirito, excuse me, from Sushi Rice against Shirito. Mia Ping's coming through. See Shirito under tower and almost level 6. You're going to see it all in here at some point. Sushi Rice is going to take some tower shots there. Nothing too bad to the health total. Shirito still staying under tower. The other thing is Sushi Rice not using mana. Just as with the champion Akali. Going to be able to stick around much, much longer and just wait out these tower dashes. Just grind out value. Going to back off and just let Shirito push here. That Dark Seal already has 2 stacks on it. Sushi Rice coming in, trying to add a few more stacks to it. Not going to find the angle to engage there. Oh, goes in. That's going to be it. One more auto. Sushi Rice already on a killing spree as their team leads 4 kills. They're up 3K gold. Whew. Sushi Rice having one heck of a series right now. Dark Binding coming through. Can they find the chain CC? The W won't land from Nacho Problem. Dragon is on the table right now. Hootie kiting around. Will pick up the red buff. Morgana just warning it up. Luna just warning it up a little bit. Graves is in the vicinity. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a move for this very soon. Nacho Problem 2v1ing in the bot lane. And actually chunking, winning these trades. Decent amount of damage being done. Morgana trying to find some damage. No Dark Binding angle. Sushi Rice looking. Man, Chorito, 2 abilities all it takes to half health. Chorito not having a great time in the mid lane against Sushi Rice, who is looking to complete the series, putting the team on the back. Already 3-0 here, just 7 minutes and some change in the game. Slink in the top lane, going in on the great burn. Haymaker coming through. Slink actually has a lot of damage here. Showstopper. Oh, Slink goes super low. Can't quite find the damage to finish there, though, is the set. So those two in the top lane, very evenly matched and fighting, but big farm advantage coming out for the great burn. Rainbow Madness. Ooh, dive from the back line. Hootie does get rooted. They do pick up the kill. Lux all alone. Rockcliffe trying to find the answers. There's the heal coming through. Rockcliffe under tower. One more auto's gonna do it. They find some more kills in the bot lane. 2 of them racked up to the total, leading 7 kills to 1. 13.9k gold to 8.8k gold. Not even close right now. Sushi Rice trying to find another kill in the mid lane. They are not going to find it. They are laying siege to the spot lane tower. MF running out. Not going to get there super soon, but maybe able to set up a gank on the Grumps here. Ooh, coming through. Not going to find the CC. Flash is expended. Grumps onto Nacho Problem, turning around. A W might be able to get it done. Does land it. There's the W. Some more autos. Dark Binding. The chain CC. They will trade Luna for another kill, but Nacho Problem saying, you know what? We take that every day of the week as long as Nacho Problem doesn't die in the back end, and probably will not do so. Hootie coming through. Nearly finds the kill. Nacho Problem staying alive, getting the kill. Gonna be on that Manamune money very, very soon here. Sushi Rice just continuing to push it. I mean, just across the board, really a display of farming. So trying to bait here by just allowing the ward to be given up. Not the problem. It's going to find a W if they want anything. Charm coming through. Sushi Rice pays it no mind. This top lane matchup has easily been the closest across the board when it comes to fighting. Great burn. Haymaker coming through. Slink. Just dropping some pot shots in. Pushing the wave up. Still showing 12 farm despite being the aggressor right now in this lane. Tough look in the top side. Gonna have to get a kill. Find a way to get some time alone as the tower dive is coming through. Hootie picks it up. Probably didn't even need Sushi Rice's help. Great burn. Fighting out with Slink. Haymaker coming through. That's a lot of damage. Slink has to expend the flash there. Not giving up though is the great burn. Slink kiting around. Trying to create some space. Hops away. Greatford doesn't want to showstopper Slink under tower. So actually some good maneuvering there by Slink. Getting out of a sticky situation with ease. But yeah, as I was saying, just a masterclass of farming being put in across the board. You just see they're leading in every lane, every position outside of support, obviously. But all of that is incidental farm anyway. Dark Binding is not going to connect, but the W will. Can they follow up on that? They will not be able to. Hootie invading the jungle on the top side. This may be a situation where you need some backup. 3v1 scenario, but here comes Sushi Rice. Hootie gonna go low and die. Sushi Rice all alone in the smoke right here. Oh, will get any more kills, but is now up to 10 stacks on that Magi's Soul Stealer. Damage in the bot lane, bullet time coming through. Not going to find much damage onto any targets. And running back to lane now is Sushi Rice with the Hextech Revolver and Vampiric Scepter. The more items that get onto Sushi Rice, the more of a problem they will become. Oh, coming through, pops the perfect execution. Sharito stands no chance at all. Another kill for the books. 14 stacks now on that Magi's. That is 1 stack short, I believe. Oh no, 25 is where you max out. So on the way to a fully stacked Magi's, but playing very, very well right now. Sushi Rice going to find Grumps out in the jungle. Look at the level of this fan. Sushi Rice twice Grumps level. Too easy. Another kill. We're going to see a dive here bot lane. Hootie is trying to set it up. Damage coming through, and we're so going to be a 4-man dive. Sushi Rice saying, you know what? I'm in the neighborhood. Might as well show up to this block party. Diving tower going low. Luna picks up the first one. Sushi Rice gets the second. 7-0-1, 14 kills to 3. Once again, top lane is the only lane that is looking relatively close at all. The rest of the Peacocks have just absolutely dominated across the board. Not your problem. Take the tower shot. 2 tower shots taken. Not gonna matter. Great Vern going in, trying to find an angle on Slink for a while now, but Slink is just maneuvering very well on this Urgot, just not finding the farm they would like, trailing so much. Showstopper coming through, that's going to be lethal there. Vern picks up the kill on Slink. Sushi Rice looking for some more. Already has 7 kills, chasing that 30 kill game that we saw in game number 1 in this best 2 out of 3. Ooh, Sharito, Charm, not gonna find any target. Sushi Rice. We'll see if that's used to dash under tower, scooping up a kill, clearing wards. Hootie going to take care of this blue buff. Next dragon is on the table. Second dragon of the game. And just like that, Hootie is right on top of it. No vision coming out from the other side. The Peacock should just be able to clean this up. The Blazers starting to look a little bit sloppy here, especially pushing up in the bot lane here when there's collapsibility. You know they just took Dragon. Dark Binding gonna find its target there. There's a root. Madness going low, and that's gonna be able to pick it up in the mid lane. Sharito stood no chance. 2 kills across the table. Graves is pinging. Hey. Hootie wants to bring the party in. Brockcliff, nowhere to go. Wave pushing in. Looking like the end. Root is dropped. Luna picks up another. The support on a killing spree. 3, 1, and 5 right now. The big star of the show, however, Sushi Rice, sitting at 8-0-1 in the mid lane, has put their foot on the gas pedal and not left it up for even an instant in this match so far. Game 1, game 2, same aggression, same dominance. CC's both missed their Rainbow Madness, still gets absolutely chunked. Sushi Rice looking for it here. Tower dive. Grumps, nowhere to go. Sushi Rice picks it up. Doesn't have the ulti available, but still picks up kills. Not going to be able to continue on to the Arya there. Sharito safe for the time being. Pushing into the bot lane though. Root coming through. A lot of damage. The ulti not going to be enough, but will be enough to get Madness to back off just a little bit. Sushi Rice smelling blood in the water. Starting to rotate bot. Or is it just a pump fake? No, gonna fully rotate bot here. Looking for the kill onto MF most likely. May just be warding, but either way, they're going to get this tower bot. Great Vern running in. Face breaker. Laying down damage. Weaving autos in. Oh. Whoa. Does some crunches. Disrespectful right there. Sushi Rice. The patient will be rewarded. The Eraser back in action. Wow, like Echo never even existed in the first place. There's a double kill. Don't let Sushi Rice get yet another one for the real. Aldi coming through, not going to really find anything. Looks like that double kill will end right there. Hootie trying to find some damage on. Find a kill here. Yeah, might be able to do so. There's the ulti coming through. Hootie dueling in the mid lane with Sharito. Getting it done mano-y-mano. Whew. Dropping the Rift Herald mid lane. That's going to prompt an immediate response. Great Vern also going to rotate over. Slink waiting. Ooh. Slink getting a little cheeky trying to hit that ulti there. And they will stop before charging, so actually fairly big there for the health of their mid tower. Disrespect, emoting coming through. Sushi Rice just going in. Shades of game 1. Sushi Rice continuing the assault behind the towers. Ooh, going to miss that there. Coming in, can't quite hit the knives again. Slink. Gotta be very careful. Just the amount of damage Sushi Rice has just at disposal. Oh, hopping in, and we're gonna see it right here. Does get rid of the tower. Sushi Rice is gonna die to that tower shot, but does scoop up another kill under tower, making it a 4v3, 4v2 situation for the time being after Nacho picks up another kill. Going to escape that. Here comes the Great Vern. Just trying to avoid those tower shots there. Continue to push the wave in. Bot side will start pushing in here for the Peacocks as well. You see Graves moving that way. They now have another wave here in the mid lane. They're going to continue the onslaught. The Great Vern, Nacho Problem, and Luna knock down yet another tower. 17 minutes and 43 seconds into this game. Nacho Problem and the rest of the Goon Squad getting it done. The eraser and everything else in the pencil bag on display right now for these Peacocks, playing so well in every stage of the game. Trying to find some kills here on the bot side. Running it down mid lane is Sushi Rice right now. Oh, they do get the root. This could be enough damage. Alti, Nacho Problem does get another bolt time coming through. Nacho Problem very surprising to survive that one. Great Vern picks one up with the showstopper there. Chirito, gotta be careful, but so does Brocklip. Gets put 6 feet deep. Chirito, nowhere to run. Sushi Rice picks that one up. That should spell GG in this one, as they are pushing with a full wave. 5v1 situation for the time being. Grumps up soon. Rainbow Madness shortly after, but with no bullet time available for Rainbow Madness, this game is looking all but over. Roots coming through. They're going to start chaining the CC first. Nexus Tower down. Rainbow Madness does get chunked a little bit. Nacho Problem putting in some work. Ooh, Spark coming through. Not going to be the whole time damage. Great Burn doing some damage on tower. What a haymaker! Hootie ends up picking up the kill, but set up by that haymaker from the Great Vern. In on this tower. Not long for this world. In goes Sushi Rice on the Rainbow Madness. Oh my gosh, the ulti is so much damage. Sushi Rice trying to find another. Oh! Taste for Blood's gonna get Sushi Rice killed. Tower up the fountain a little bit too strong. Doesn't matter how fed you are. So they hold for a little bit here, but the stun's going to come through. Brocklip can't do anything to save their teammate. Still just 3 up. 3 up now, 4 up in a second. Rainbow Madness will be up soon. Coming through, they never even finished off this mid tower as they continue the siege. They finally do. Ooh, Urgot gotta be very careful here. Will go down is Slink. More CC coming through. Morgana running from Brocklip here, trying to find some damage. Not going to matter. Nacho Problem just doing so much right now. Haymaker missed. That would have been a for sure kill on the Rainbow Madness. Coming through. Oh, will go down. Heal's not coming in from time from the Senna. Luna trying to push. They're holding though. They are holding. Sushi Rice running back into the fray with double rod. So much damage will be done. Grumps, don't tie to minions now. Grumps, don't tie to minions. Grumps! Grumps. Gone too soon. Didn't realize the minion damage was so fierce. Me, oh my, just not Grumps' day. But whose day was it really for these Blazers? They are struggling out of the gates, looking like they're going to head to 0-2. Soul Point will now be put on. Sushi Rice is looking for another penta. Sushi Rice has acquired a taste for blood and will not stop until it's quenched. Quick back here from Hootie. Probably has got a lot of change in the back pocket to drop on some fancy new items. 37 kills to 6. What is that? Is that a 15? 15K? 20K. 20K gold lead. Absolutely massive. Insurmountable. just about at this point. Here comes the rest of the team. Grumps goes down. Nacho problem. This is going to be the push to end the game. Sushi Rice looking for a little more. Can hop back in any moment. Going in. Does get the kill there. No Penta available, though. Some other kills already being picked up, so we won't see a repeat of the Penta to end the game. Oh, bullet time coming through. Flashing. There, just way too much damage. Showstopper. None of it else matters. That will be your game and your sweep. The Upper Iowa Peacocks, spurred on by an absolutely astounding Sushi Rice performance, will sweep this game and move on to 2-0 in the season. Meanwhile, the Hood Blazers, who took a tough loss to Newberry last week, will go on to 0-2. They have a lot of figuring out to do. Sushi Rice. The Eraser. I don't know if the NECC is planning on doing MVPs for particular games, but if there ever was a case early on, that is it right there. Thank you to everyone in Twitch chat for sticking with us for these games. A week from now, 7 days, count them, 7 little piggies, baby. We'll be right back here doing the same thing, different teams, same conference, same excitement. So looking forward to it. I think that's all we have for the night. To everyone at home, just play with the same confidence that Sushi Rice does. Easy. Have a good night, everyone.